what do the entrepreneurs out there that are putting their project up for investments need to be careful when going and pitching to an impact investor?
So I think, to be honest, again, what we need to start doing is almost not differentiating between an impact investor and an investor, because I think if we want it to become an actual asset class, we need to realize that it just sits in the impact world. It sits, in the investment space. So to be honest, it comes down to, I have spent a lot of time almost mentoring and speaking to entrepreneurs about the way that they just position their pitch or the way that they position their focus. I think the main thing is, and there's three things I always say in terms of, particularly trying to, pull the heartstrings or that invisible heart that I spoke about earlier for the impact investor is three things. So number one is be super, super clear on what your growth strategy actually is. And it doesn't have to be a big grandiose, oh my goodness, I'm in one market and I'm going to be in 15 in 5 years' time. But almost just make it very clear that your growth has been well thought of, because what the investor wants to see is you've obviously got a really great product. So for example, there's Scoodle out of the UK, which is founded by an amazing entrepreneur called Ishmael Jalani, and he has basically created this app that connects tutors and students. And he did a superb opening keynote at MISC just recently at the MISC forum, and he really was able to sort of show that growth story. So he started off in the UK and now is comfortable enough to say, okay, now we're ready to expand our services into Saudi. And so when you go back to your investor, you're being very articulate in terms of what your growth is and what your vision for growth is. So my second point is that, we say in modern day, and actually it's an ancient proverb, that your companions define you. But as an entrepreneur, your management and your team define you, which will then be articulated to your investor. So really be well thought of kind of who are the other people that are really building my vision, because that's where the investor, because that it becomes human then, right? It's not just all transactional, particularly in the impact space. If you could see that you've got a well thought out group of individuals who have really got the right accolades to put that together, right down to even if you've got an advisory board or a steering committee that are trying to really build your vision, it shows you that you've got that automatic buy-in to say, okay, that person believes in what that person's building. And there usually is, even for us, if I'm involved in certain things, it's usually because you look at who the person entrepreneur is, who the team is, and then who are the other investors. I think that's the second really important point. And the third really is trying to measure your impact. So there are loads of tools out there, as I mentioned earlier, but what it is, it's almost like, what is it about your particular solution to the problem that you're serving? So what is it that you're trying to achieve? Is it education? Is it about a technology platform like the incredible GetBee here in the region? Is it, clean energy? And really trying to equate that and making it very, very clear. So I feel like for me, it's growth, your team / current investors, and what is your evaluation of the measurement that you can give and what is perhaps still a relatively new nuance globally.